I should I did. Stand up. There's a bunch of birds coming. We're definitely not going quiet right now. Hello everyone, this is Fallen Dice, and welcome back to my playthrough of 7 Days to Die Moonlock Protocol. We are coming off a very successful delve into the desert caves. We had, prior to going in the caves last episode, converted enough blueprints to be able to craft a mod for the charisma, and we wanted to make Daring Adventure, because we put charismatic nature. I always mix those two up, and that's the one for multi-party. Daring Adventure gives us the better craft stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and craft that. And that goes in the head. So let's swap those out. But we're also very close to being able to get all three of these. So I just need 200 more, and I can make the mod that combines the three into a single spot in the headpiece. Additionally, we did get 45 crystals, which I wanted to convert for something for one of the weapons. Unfortunately, what I forgot was that I needed the cave crystals as well. And I'm going to drop those in your inventory as well. We were able to get some more meat at home now, so we should be able to heal pretty well. We also completed the desert cave requirement, so we are 2 out of 5 biomes away from unlocking Saturday and Sunday at the end. So that would be 3 in a row, but 4 in a row if we can get Tuesday. So, although I don't think we'll get this until we've got all but there. So it'll be 1 day of darkness. So what are we doing today? We basically just crafted our Daring Adventurer. My plan now is to hit the library. The one that's up north. I want to basically see if we can't get enough of our blueprints to make a few more for these. So these are all a bit shorter other than our intelligence, but I want to get as many as we can. I also want to get some more stuff to sell. I did go through here and identified some more stuff that we can sell, get us up to enough to buy some more of the mods. I do, before we go first though, want to prepare our shotgun. So we are going to head over to the trader. Let me go ahead and bring all this with me. So we'll go to the trader, we'll sell the stuff that we have. I'm going to get Poppy to repair the shotgun before we head over to the library. And then we will hit up the library and hopefully try to complete that in a single episode, which is the plan. And that should give us a day or two yet before the final horde that we're fighting here. So we'll then set up the plan to take on the Hive Queen, I think, in the next episode following this.
Morning.
All right, let's go ahead and put on our selling hat and make some money.
Vehicles, gadgets, gizmos. You can't beat that
Hopefully
with
that's
a
enough
stick.
to get our repair.
You need something?
Hopefully we have enough to get a repair of our shotgun.
If I charged by
Okay,
the
cool.
dent, you would be broke.
I think we are good to go. So let me go give this back to you. And let's head on up north and let's try this second library. Alright, we are here and we're going to do the same thing we did last time. Going to clear this outside area, fighting any zombies that happen to come by while we're doing it. Alright, we are ready to go in. Let me swap some things around. I actually have arrows this time. But we are going to try and do this the quiet way. You know, Pooch, let's keep you out here.
Oh. Resume.
go. Again, I'm going to try this one quiet. We'll see what we can actually do, if I can actually make my plan work, which didn't work last time, and that is to try to take everybody out quietly. Okay. We run outside real fast. Okay.
Oh.
Dude. Okay, that needs to be fixed. Me telling him to stay there, he should still be able to defend himself. I just don't want him to move, but he definitely should have been able to defend himself. Well, that just changed things a bit for me. Where's the... You guys all coming. I mean, we were quickly taking out part of this POI, but we lost our dog. Still don't know where this buffer is, and that's kind of frustrating because he's buffing everybody within range. And we got a storm. Okay, maybe we got them all from the bathroom. There he is. Still got things coming from outside as well. So far not going as quiet as I hoped it would. We do have awakened zombies from the bathrooms. Okay, there we go. We got another buffer there. Stop. Wow. Wake up there. Wow, they're awakening much more than they did the last time we went to them. Getting stuff up top. Lady, you need to relax and calm down. Got you on the ground now. Okay. I think we've calmed everything down. Alright, I'm going to remove everything, which I normally do, which gives me room in here to work. And then we'll begin taking on all the other zombies. Getting closer to having this place cleared out. I've had a couple come at me while I was breaking things down, but for the most part, it's been quiet. Okay, we didn't get sick off that. Another one? Good grief. I'm handling the ones that do wake up here with the melee. Again, I'm trying to go the quiet route here. Okay, that's coming from the outside, I think, or nope, they might have gotten away inside finally. Okay, we switched weapons here. Okay, we did catch that, so let's infection. Let's go ahead and fix that. Pooch died immediately, so I'm unable to take any... Pooch died early, so I'm unable to take any vitamins right now, so we're kind of stuck dealing with what we got. Yeah, alright. Back to destroying. Okay, it looks like we've basically cleared this all out, so now we go back to our... Oh, actually, let's clear this first. Ooh. Every now and then they have a book that's kind of hiding up there, so I've got a few that we already had, but we now finally got our battery bank. Already worth. And we just broke our axe, so I guess we're going with the shovel from here on out. It takes care of some of these items. Alright, that's cleared. This is cleared. So now we're going to take care of all the zombies in these stacks. Yeah, I can't get a headshot on him, so we'll wait until he stands up. The good part about being able to go with bows here is now I don't have to worry about injuring my books in the back. And these guys do not wake up the guys in the aisles next to them, which is fantastic. I say that and then she woke up. And I plan on doing this one like I did last time. I'm just going to clear everything without looting, and then we'll loot in the end. Okay, let's go up to the second floor. This is a whole lot better without destroying books or the chance of destroying books. You coming? This is one of the few places I think where it would be a little easier with the crossbow. But again, until I get a compound, it's not going to match up to this. Alright. Is it considered a compound crossbow? I don't remember. The equivalent of, has to be the equivalent of, for me to want to swap. I gotta be careful about some of these. Actually, will fall down if you break the trash. It's kind of weird. Okay, we head up to the third floor, and then from there we'll cut across to the other side again. So far this is definitely going better than the first attempt. Nice. Okay, nope. Leave stuff alone. We'll get it later. The bodies and stuff, I don't want to accidentally destroy any books. Nice. Very nice. Okay, now we come over here. Starting with the third floor, and then we'll make our way to the second. That one on the end's one that always, for whatever reason, seems to want to jump off as soon as he wakes up. Alright. Now we're down to the second floor. And then we can start hitting up the side rooms. It's funny how much quicker things go when you actually know a POI. And then you can actually plan ahead knowing where things are going to be. Oh, there was another hit that needed. Okay, stacks are done. Let's head into this room over here again. I think if I go with the bow, I should be able to tackle this much cleaner. I'm being quiet in real life. Like it matters. Okay, back up again. Trying to take them in the order of where they are to me, because I don't know which ones are attached. She seemed awake, but I don't know. Okay, there we go. Now he's awake. So I think that's the rest of this room. Nobody behind me. Lady, I don't know what your corner problem is. Okay, I think that's everybody here. There's somebody out front again. Sounds like it, so I might head back over there real fast. Just one guy? Okay, not a wandering. Cool. Whoa, where'd you come from? Alright, back in here. Start crouching again. We'll open this door. Up we go. Again, we got 2 floors to hit up. I don't think he knew where I was. He just kind of sensed me. You, although you probably know where I am now. Okey-doke. Again, we'll loot this on the way out. But now we have an exit there. That's the reason I always enjoyed playing the stealth archer when in a lot of my playthroughs of 7 Days to Die. Especially in ones where you've got some really good sneak action and then they forget about you really quick as long as you're sneaking. It makes it so fun and so broken. The current version kind of broke that a little bit and then made some of the other melee stuff way more meta, which is unfortunate. I'd like to see them give ranged a look at, you know, in either 2.5 or 3.0, whichever one they're planning, because again, they really made it so it was all the best builds were melee, and you could still play as range. It didn't have as much utility and as much just raw damage. I don't know if he just changed it here in Rebirth, because I don't have any points into this. But I'm still acting like I've got a full, you know, archer build. And again, I think when they're waking up, they sense that there's somebody here, but they don't specifically know where I am yet, which I'm completely and utterly okay with. Okay. Worry about the loot later. We're really moving through this place. I'm kind of pleased. I think we're about 36 minutes of recording in. Hopefully I don't have to cut too much. Okay, I should I did stand up. There's a bunch of birds coming. We're definitely not going quiet right now. I'm bleeding. Stop. Alright. I think at this point we are no longer. Get around you guys. Yeah, playing out here, it's a little more difficult outside to keep the silence, but once we have this done, I think we can go back. There should only be 2 in here. It might not be a bad idea to have a second one of these. That way, if I'm trying to make something that requires 2 different resources, I don't have to have one waiting for the other. This floor, and then I think I just need to go back down to the basement where all the boxes are, and we'll once again start looting from that point. Oh, nope, nope, nope. No going boom boom. Had my axe. Upstairs and then down. Yep, that took us to the back there. Okay, nope. Okay. So yeah, probably will start looting from up here, come to think of it. And for the most part, just to try to get this into one single episode, I'm going to loot probably most of this off camera. If I get anything good, I will show the clip of me because I will record the whole thing. I think there should be some dogs here, right? Yes, there was last time. One dog. I think there was more than one dog, though, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, are we done? Okay. Let's get to... Oh, God, crap. I messed up there. Alright, let's get to looting. Alright, Savage Country. I think I already had that one. Working Stiffs. Axe would have been nice. Okay, another AKM. Okay, that's more than the AK was. Okay, so upgrade to that. New tactical with 5 mod slots for versus 5 mod slots. Okay, so there we go. That's what we've been waiting for. Okay, it's only a tier 2. I would love to get the tier 3 or tier 4 because then I can get some steel arrows. We just picked up a steroids because without our pooch, we are kind of missing that bit. Still need to figure out how to get to that basement area. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can send stuff to the car. Alright, with that being the case, I think we're gonna start taking some things to sell. I think are we coming out on the 3rd floor? Yes, we are. Alright, so we're going to start at the top, and I'm going to go ahead and loot the stacks here. And I will pop in if we get anything good. Other than that, we will meet up when we're ready to move on to the upper floors on the other side, and hopefully the basement. We just hit 49 while we were looting. Haven't found anything new yet. Decent amount of repeats. I still need to go out to the car and look through it and swap out any repeats for any other stuff, and then we'll go ahead and read them all once we're finished here. Okay, stacks are done. I'm gonna go back out to the car, do a little swappy swap, and just leave the stuff that we're getting and we want to keep track of in my inventory. Nope. trash. Eh. We haven't been down here yet, so I think that might be some of the noise I've been hearing. And we also got some free steel. Ooh, we do have a new one here. Burst. Okay. Ooh. Iron breaker mod. I would like to find the switch if possible. It's kind of I think the last one I'm really looking for. I have enough switches in my inventory or in my storage, but it'd just be nice to be able to make more. And there it is. Wait, what did I get that time? Okay. Robotic drone med, which is good. If I can get the drone, that'll be fantastic because he can start healing me so I don't have to stop in the middle of a fight to throw a bandage on. And I just realized just now, this entire time, I keep forgetting I don't have to flip through my medical stuff. I just have to hit the N key, and it will automatically put what's best on me. Coming up on our last things to loot, and I would say I think we did a little better this time on getting repeats. A couple brand news, but the repeats are good because that's intelligence, and our intelligence is almost a 4 already, so it'll be interesting to see how close to 5 we can get doing our reading our schematics that we already have. So I just need to get a little bit closer to the car, and I should be able to dump again. It's gonna be a little bit lighter. Alright, let's take a quick run through, make sure I've hit everything here. I wonder what that means. I heard somebody running around. Oh, we've done that. We just did those. Here, there, up there. Yeah. Alright. Let's do this part real fast. So, actually, we did pretty good on this. I think some of them will be kind of close. Let's read our repeats. Okay, we just hit 5. That's definitely our first 5, and it is above and beyond. Another battery bank. So the battery bank that we got earlier on was opened it up, and now we just have some extras. Couple more electric fences, a few more tacos, a few more shovels. I'm gonna wait and do that one last. Look at that, 31. They really want us to have that recipe. I'm already almost a third of the way into. With that 31, we might actually be able to jump up 2 whole spots. Now it just comes down to being able to afford the upgrades. 7 tuna fish gravy toast. Over halfway. Okay, here we go. Not bad. Didn't quite get there, but not bad at all. Okay, I'm going to go to the car. I'm going to pull all the sellables. Actually, no. We'll do that at the beginning of our next episode. So, I am going to, between episodes, drive home. And then I'll get everything set up. Oh, look at our Hive Queens up there. I'll get everything set up for our next adventure, which I think I'm going to... I got to go get my farm plots. I'd like to do Carl's Boars. And there's also... nearby... Oops. Let me jump out of here. Nearby, there was also another Grace one. But I want to do Bob's Boars for meat, for the dog, and for everything else. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please go ahead and leave it a like. If you have not already subscribed, I'd very much appreciate it if you consider that as well. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.